2. Got him! Strikeout number 4,000 for Roger Clemons.
They were the poster boys of the steroid era, and unlike some other high-profile cheaters, they have never once acknowledged it or asked for forgiveness. Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens have done themselves no favors as it pertains to the Hall of Fame. They came up 50 votes short last year, and it seems unlikely they'll get in this year. That's a mistake. Bonds and Clemens both belong in Cooperstown. Now, I know some writers immediately dismiss them because of the link to PEDs, while others who look at them more favorably use the argument that they were Hall of Famers before the alleged steroid use began in the late 90s. The numbers are spectacular before and during the steroid era. But even so, there's a level of subjectivity here since there's no proof of exactly when and where the cheating began. Now, I believe Barry Bonds and Roger Clemens should both be in the Hall of Fame, not because of the numbers they put up before using steroids, but because of what I believe the Hall of Fame should be. It's a museum to document the history of the game. And the reality is, in every era of baseball, there's been performance enhancement. Some of it due to players' decisions, some from outside forces, and some because of where society was at the time that players played. And every era is represented in the Hall, and so too should the steroid era. And to make this point, let's go back 100 years. Babe Ruth, the gold standard of hitting, he hit 714 home runs. But did you ever consider his numbers were enhanced by weaker competition? He never had to face any of the top Negro League pitchers in his day. During World War II, many players served in the military, some of the best. Players like Ted Williams and Bob Feller missed 3 seasons while serving. Of course, other players benefited. Fast forward to the late 60s when the pitching mound was lowered, a drastic change solely designed to enhance offense. In 1973, the designated hitter was added in the American League, again enhancing offense. Ever heard of the term greenies? Well, they're banned now, but for decades, the majority of players were regularly using amphetamines to help performance. What about expansion teams? The league went from 16 to 30 teams in a span of 40 years. And that, of course, diluted the talent and the level of competition. And of course, there's been sign stealing and even pitchers using military-grade sticky stuff to help spin the ball more. You can make a case that every player in the Hall of Fame has been aided in some way during his career. Bonds and Clemens were too. There are those who argue that they crossed the line, but to me, it's all part of baseball's complicated history. I would vote for their induction. They were the best of the best. Put them in and then tell their story. It is quite a story.